Hello guys, what's up? Hello, welcome you to the official YouTube channel of King Sam Grafix. This is your brother King Sam here, and I want to really congratulate and appreciate you for coming back. I know it's been a couple of days since we uploaded some content, so thank you. Then if you're new here, thank you very much for coming on to my platform. Here we help people to unleash their creativity in them in terms of smartphone graphic designing. So if you're interested in blowing your mind with wild designs, everything is actually possible with a smartphone. So if you're interested in that, then you can't afford to just go like that. Kindly click on the subscribe button, like this video, and then kindly share to friends for them to also get access to the good work you're doing here. Don't forget to leave your comment in the comment section. It really helps us to actually engage with you and then know the problems you are going through with every video we put out here. So kindly leave your comment in the comment section, and then it will be addressed at the right time. So let's dive right into it. Alright, so I'll leave the link to Pixellab in the description. So you can go ahead and check it out. So this Pixellab, we are going to learn every detail of it, you understand? So just take your time, watch this video step by step, and then I hope and I pray you will be able to grasp the concept. So let's dive right into it. Just click on Pixellab and open. So there's Pixellab right here, and then the moment you open Pixellab, it actually brings you to this default interface. So we are going to learn every single thing right here. So as I said earlier, take your time, grab some coffee, and then let's do some work. Alright, so the first part we are considering is the top part on your screen. The top part of your screen. We are going to actually learn everything there, and then we proceed from there. So we consider the top one first, and then we come to the base, to where we have my project, and then the very base where we have the icons. We are going to discuss every detail of it for you to actually grasp every single concept of the Pixellab. So let's take the first one, which is the plus icon. So let me click on the plus icon for you to see. So I know the moment it something plus, it means addition. It means addition, you understand? So the plus means if you want to add that text. So the first one, you could see a text. You want to add a current day. So what Pixellab does is give you the current day. So let's say today is 3rd of May 2023. If you click on it, it's going to give you the exact date. So let me click on text for you to see. So you can see a new text has been added. Let me just click on it again. A new text has been added. Let me click on it again for you to see. A new text has been added. So if you want to add any text in your design, you just click on this one and then go to text, to add a new text. And then let me click on the current date. You can see here, see 3rd May 2023. Instead of you just going to type the 3rd May using the text, you can just come here and then use the current date to get the date for whatever day it is. Do you understand? So that's the current date. Alright, so the next one is the sticker. So we have various stickers here that you can actually use. So let me click on the sticker for you to see. So this is a sticker. These are various stickers that you can use, or you can there's actually two ways of getting the sticker. You can use it right from here, or you can just come here and then you could see the sticker right here. It's the same process. We will delve deeper to it in the course of the video. And then the next one is shapes. So you can add shapes right from here. So this my shape here. You can add the shape right from here. Okay, so this actually has, let's say, the top part will give you some of these styles, and then you come here to the base to this actually the one in the middle. Okay, so you can see we have the sticker, we have the import, you can draw shapes, bezier tool, and then that of arrow. Okay, so it's actually have some of these features right here as well. Okay, so you get to know all these styles as the video continues. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next one, and then you could see the draw right here. Okay, let's move on to the next icon, which is the save icon. Okay, so just click on the save icon right here. Okay, so this is really important. It gives you the opportunity to save your work either as a project, or you can save it as an image. Okay, so the first one, save as project, just click on it. Okay, what it does is the work you are doing, you are going to save it as a project. So let me say this work you're doing, let me give it any name. Let's say tutorial 1. Okay, tutorial 1. Okay, so this way, and then just click on OK. What it has done, it has saved the project that we are doing. So instead of losing the project when it is being cut off, you can just come here. Okay, come on to this icon right here, just click on it. Okay, and then you could see my projects. Go to my projects here. Okay, and then you could see the project is being saved. The first one is at the top, which is tutorial 1. Do you understand? So this is how we save our projects in Pixellab. It's really important you understand this. Okay, and the second one is save as image. Okay, so after you've saved your project, after we saved your work as a project in Pixellab, if you want to save or see the work in your gallery, you have to save it as an image. Okay, before you can get access to it in your gallery. Okay, so just click on save as image. Okay, so it brings you to this interface where you have the option of saving your image as a JPEG or PNG. Okay, so normally use the PNG so that you can get a very high quality work. Okay, and then default just select the ultra. Okay, to get a very high quality work, and then save to gallery. So you wait for it to save. Okay, and when it's done, you just go onto your gallery to check whether the work is being saved. Okay, so let me go to my gallery to check. All right, so you see as simple as that, it's being saved. Okay, so go back to Pixellab and let's continue. All right, so the next one we are moving on is the undo icon. Okay, so if you want to undo the work you've done, just click on the undo icon to go back. Okay, just click on the undo icon to go back. That's the undo icon. If you done any mistake, you want to correct whatever you're doing, you can just click on the undo button. So let's say I've added a current date. Okay, no, I don't want to add a current date. Just click on the undo button to undo the work that you did. All right, so let's move on. The next one is the share icon. Okay, the share icon it works as that of the save. Okay, so you can use the save icon and then the share icon at the same time, but then you can share your work. You see the first option is quick share. You can share your work on Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, WhatsApp, Instagram, Dropbox, on Twitter as well, or Telegram. Okay, so that's how the share icon also works. And the next one we are to talk about is the zoom icon. Okay, the moment you click on the zoom icon, you can zoom into your work. Okay, what you have to do is to use 2 fingers to pan the screen. Okay, so use 2 fingers to just pan the screen, either increase or decrease, as simple as this. Okay, and then it goes to 500%. That's the maximum you can go to 500%, the maximum you can go. And then if you want to quickly go back to 100%, you can use the same option where you zoom out like this. Okay, or just click on the 500%, just click on it. Okay, so if you click on the 500%, you see automatically go back to the default size of the screen. Okay, and you can just click on the plus icon to hide it again. All right, so the next one is the quotation icon. The quotation icon. Okay, we have a lot of quotes here. that you can choose from, a lot of codes. Okay, so if you're working on a project, you need a code, you can just insert some of these codes in your design without stressing yourself going online to search for codes. Okay, so Pixellab has it in here. Okay, and then you have the option of changing the language to French. Okay, so you can get a French code here, and then you have a lot of codes that you can choose from. So let me go back to English and then come here to this option. Okay, so you could see we have a lot of codes here, codes on motivation, success, friendship, happiness. We have inspiration, positivity, and then upset as well. Okay, so you can just click on any of them and then select the best codes you want. Okay, so if you are certified, you just go back. Okay, and the next option we want to talk about is the grade icon. Okay, so this is the grade icon. Grade is really important in Pixellab. Okay, we see we are using smartphone, and then at times you are designing something, you really need the grade icon to guide you. Okay, it helps you in placing your objects, test or in Pixellab. Okay, so we can, the first option, what it does is just click on the first one. It looks like a magnet. The magnet, in a sense that it helps to pin whatever you want to do to the grades. Do you understand? Let's say I have my test here. You see, when I try to move it, pin them to this grade. Okay, so it really aligns it to the grade. Okay, so in the vertical side, sorry, this is the horizontal, and the horizontal side you see it being pinned, and then the vertical is being pinned, so it aligns it right in the middle. Okay, and then the next one, you can actually edit this grade. Okay, whereby you can just move this one to the base, you can just move this. Okay, you can add horizontal lines, you can add so the first one is you can add the vertical grades. This you can add horizontal, you can delete vertical grades, and then so on and so forth. Do you understand? And then you can position it using this icon. Okay, so do you want the position to be at 25% or 12%? So any percentage you want to do, just position it at that side and just click on OK. So it will automatically be positioned. Do you understand? Automatically be positioned. And then you can just come to this side, and then you can set the number of grid lines you want. So for instance, I want 10 grid lines for the horizontal, and then I want let's say 15 lines for the vertical. Just click on OK this way, and then you can set your grid this way. Okay, so as simple as that. It's very simple. And remember, when you are done, you have to uncheck it, okay, so that it wouldn't move in your project. So in this case, you can just select the text without selecting the grid. Okay, and then if you want to stop the magnets from working, just uncheck that one as well, so you can move the text freely without any disturbance from the magnet. To you understand? As simple as that. Okay, so when you are done, or don't need the grid again, just uncheck the grid icon this way, okay, to hide it. And then moving on is this icon to your top. Okay, this icon to your top. All right, so we have a lot of options here. So use image from gallery. The use image from gallery is actually for the background. Okay, this is actually for the background. So if you want to use any image from gallery to set as a background, just go to use image from gallery. Okay, and you can select any image from a gallery and then set it as a background. Let's say I want to use this image to be set as my background. Okay, here you can, okay, let me explain this side to you. Here you can crop your image that you want to import. Okay, you can crop. So the first one is the zoom. You can actually zoom in and zoom out. Okay, zoom in and zoom out to guide you in your design. And then this one is it gives you a proportionate dimension. Okay, a proportionate dimension where we have by the 1080 by 1141 pixels. Do you understand? And then here gives you some dimensions that you can use. Okay, some dimensions that you can use, and the actually social media dimensions. Okay, the actually social media dimensions that you can use. The 16:9 is normally for YouTube. Okay, it's normally for YouTube. So these are some of the options that you can actually use. And we have this, the rotate icon. Okay, it gives you the rotation to the to the anti-clockwise direction, and then this is the clockwise direction. Do you understand? And then this gives you a full crop. Okay, it gives you a full version of the image you want to import, and then here it helps you to lock it. Okay, so that to prevent any disturbance, it helps you to lock it. Okay, so the moment you unselect, you can just move this up and down. Do you understand? This is how that one also works. And then the circle gives you a circular crop. Okay, it gives a circular crop. So if you want to crop your image in a circular form, you can use the circular crop to guide you. Okay, so when you are done, just click on the check mark. If you want to undo it, just click on the multiplication or the cross sign right there. But if you're okay with it, just click on the check mark this way, and then it brings you to your design. So you see what it has done. Because it's circular, it has filled the circular part of the background without the borders. Do you understand? So this is how it was. I told you the use image from gallery is actually for the background. Okay, so you have to be very careful how you set that one. Okay, let's say you don't want to use the circular anymore, see, and then it has filled the whole screen. As simple as that. So you have your text right here. Okay, all right, so the next one is full screen. Okay, if you want to check, you normally use this if you want to check your design how it feels on the full screen. Okay, just click on the full screen so that they hide all the tools, okay, to get a feel of your design. Okay, so you can use the full screen to help you in your design. Okay, and the next one is use image from camera. Okay, so if you want to use any image from your camera, you just have to take a photo. When you click on it, this way it switches to your camera. Okay, so that you can take any image or photo that you want, as simple as that. Okay, all right, so the next one we are going to talk about is export image. Okay, export image, it was basically the same as that of the save image or share the work. You understand? All right, and then the next one is the image size. This is really important. Okay, when you know this from the start of the design, it's really important, because if you don't take care in the middle of the design, if you change the image size, it's going to really affect your design. Okay, so let's say I want to change this to probably 1000 pixels for the width, and then let's say 1500 pixels for the height. Okay, let me click on OK for you to see this. Actually nothing has happened to it. Okay, but when you start the design and then you've added some shapes, some images, and then you try to change the image size, is really going to affect it. Let me try to do something for you to understand what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to quickly do something and then show you what I really mean by what I said. Okay, you see the size of the image. This is actually bigger. Okay, so it doesn't, if you change the image size, it doesn't affect it doesn't also crop the images you've added. Do you understand? This is a shape, and the normal circumstance, the aspect ratio should have also gone down to the size of the background. Okay, but this, it didn't happen because we changed the image size in the halfway of the design. Okay, so my advice is always know the size that you are using before you start designing. Okay, we don't want to be in the halfway of the design before you remember you are going to print the work. You have to use this background or this image size. Okay, it's going to really affect your work. And the next one is the contact us or the report back. You have to get an internet connection before you can do that one. If you have any issue with Pixellab, you can just report it to the admins of Pixellab. Okay, and then if you want tutorials as well, you can get some tutorials from online, unless you have an internet connection as well. Okay, and then with the tutorials, if you want tutorials on Pixellab, how to do stuff, so you can just check YouTube. We have a bunch of videos out there, of which my contents are also part, so you have to subscribe to my channel. Okay, all right, so the next one is remove as I will skip that one. With that one, Pixellab normally don't have a lot of ads in their app. Okay, but then at times when you are saving, is quite disturbing those ads. But I think if you want to remove the ads, you have to pay for the premium before you be able to remove the ad. And then the recover autosave. Okay, Pixellab automatically saves your work as you you do it. Okay, well, as you design it, automatically saves your work. So if you want to recover auto saves, okay, so you have the time intervals where Pixellab saves your work. Okay, so let me click on this last one for you to see. Okay, so this is the auto save for the last time I did this. Okay, let me go back, recover auto save, and let me click on the first one as well for you to see. Okay, so it's really important. If you're designing, you've made a mistake, if you go on to like let's say within 2 minutes and I want to go back to the very start of the work, you can use the recover autosave to choose any of the work that you want to, or any part that you want to recover. Okay, as simple as that. And the next one is open PLP file. Okay, so PLP is Pixellab project files. Pixellab project files. Okay, I will do a special tutorial on the PLP file. Okay, PLP file is just like I've a project. Okay, I've saved the project and I want to give you the project for you to also work on. Instead of saving it as an image for you, send it to you, you can't really edit the features or the contents of the design. But then if I save it as a PLP file, I'll be able to send a file for you, and then you can still continue editing the work. Okay, the same as PSD files. Okay, if I send you a PSD file, you can just open it in Photoshop and then you can still use the file, edit everything in the project. Do you understand? So that's how PLP files works. I will do a special tutorial on PLP files for you to grab the concept and all that. And then the about gives you about Pixellab, and then you can exit. You can just click on exit to exit Pixellab. Okay, so then let's move on to the next icon, which is this one. Okay, what this icon does, this is the layer icon. Okay, so this is the layer icon. It gives you all the layers of the design. Okay, so for instance, let me add a shape. Okay, this is going to be saved as a layer. Okay, let me add another one. Let's say ellipse or a circular form. Okay, this way, and then let me go back to layer, and you could see they have been added as layers. Okay, so I have the circular layer, the rectangular layer, and then the text layer. Okay, so I'm going to explain the layer to you. The first icon you see on the layer is this one. Okay, what that one does is, if you want to rearrange the layer, you are going to click on it for you to be able to rearrange the layer. So let's say I want to move the first layer, okay, to the base. Just click and hold. Just click and hold. Okay, say this way. Okay, and then drag it to the base. As simple as this. Okay, let's say I want to put it in the middle this way, and then put it in the middle. Okay, as simple as that. And the next one is if you want to lock the layer. Okay, the lock is really important. For instance, if you are working and then you have a lot of stuff going on in your project, it's really important you lock it. So let's say I want to lock the circular. Okay, let me go back to the project, try to move it around. You see, it can never be moved. I can move the text, I can move the rectangle. There's no way I can move this circular form because it's been locked. Do you understand? Okay, so if you want to unlock it so that you can move it in the design, and then the eye which is being crossed, it gives you the option of either hiding or hiding the work. Okay, so I've hide the circular form. Okay, you can unhide it as well. Do you understand? And the next one is the edit. Okay, it gives you the opportunity to edit this this form. Okay, let's say I want to edit the rectangular form. We have the option of copying the form. We have the option of sizing the form. We have the option of relative positioning the form. Okay, we have the option of rotating the form. We have the option of moving the form on top of others or moving into the back. Okay, as simple as that. Let's say I want to copy. You see it being copied. The form is being copied. Let me go back for you to see. Copy again. Go to the edit. Copy again, and it's being copied. Do you understand? That's how it works. That's how it actually works. Okay, and then here we have the size. Okay, so we can change the size right from here, so that we can change the width, okay, and then the height as well. Normally the width and the height, they are really relative, okay, they are really difficult changing right from here, okay, because ratio is being maintained. If you want to resize it without the ratio, just click on the uncheck the maintain ratio, and then you can change the height only. Okay, you can change the height only, and you can change the width only, as simple as that. Okay, but if you want to change both, just click on enable or maintain ratio. Make sure maintain ratio is being enabled, so the moment you resize the height will be automatically resized as well. Do you understand? As simple as that. So it's resizing both. Okay, that's how that one to works. Okay, and the next one is the relative position. Okay, you can also find the relative position right from here. So this is the icon, that's the relative position. Okay, what it does is it gives you the option of positioning your work to certain parts of the screen. We have the center, we have the extreme right, the extreme left, the extreme down to right, down to left, like all those stuff. So with the center, this is the extreme center. Okay, it gives you the alignment to the middle, and then the one at the base too gives the alignment to the middle as well. So we have the vertical alignment and we have the horizontal alignment. Use this as well to get the extreme left, this to the top, and all these stuff. Okay, so that's how the relative position works. Do you understand? The next one we want to talk about is the rotation. Okay, so you can rotate your work without using this icon on the screen. So you can actually use the icon on the screen to do the rotation, or you can come here and then do the rotation. Okay, normally you can't use the icon on the screen to rotate when the work, let's say this is very tiny. Let me see this way. This is very tiny. How can you rotate this? Okay, the only thing you can do is to come here. Okay, click on the rotate, and then you can rotate it right from here. Do you understand? As simple as that. So it's really important you understand some of these things to guide you in your design. And then to left, to top or to base, this is going to help you. Okay, so instead of you dragging this up, you can use this one to guide you. So the layer is to the top, you can just bring it back. Okay, and it's going to automatically push it to the base. Do you understand? As simple as that. All right, so let's continue. We are almost done with the top. Okay, but I especially left these two parts. Okay, which we have the first one, the pen icon. Okay, I think I've already explained that one to you at the layer side, the same thing, but let me quickly explain this color. Okay, so there's a color option here. You can change the color. Okay, so if you select this layer, okay, let's say I've selected this rectangle, can just come here to this side. Okay, and we have the option of sending it to the back relative position as we did at the layer panel. Okay, as simple as that. And then this is the eraser tool, okay, or the delete tool. If you want to delete, you just click on that one and then click on OK to delete. Okay, you can undo that. So this is it. If you want to delete, just click on it, and then the information is delete the selected object, and then you click on OK, so it will be deleted. Okay, as simple as that. So we are basically done with the top part. All right, let's move to the base. All right, so you see, when I click on this rectangle, we have different set of icons here. Okay, but when I click on the background, they are gone. Let me click on it again for you. It's a different set of icons. So these are icons for editing this shape only. These are icons for editing this shape only. Okay, and then these are default icons that you can choose from. Do you understand? So let me start with editing this this shape. There are some I've already talked about, and there are some too I'm going to discover it to you in this tutorial. Okay, so let me quickly take you through. See, the edit icon is what I told you about, but this has a lot of it has a lot of dimensions to it, so I'm going to explain all of them to you for you to grab the concept. Okay, so the first one, it gives you the option of changing the shape. Okay, so I've choose a rectangle, but well, I want to change the shape. what you have to do is just select that option and then click on the shape that you want to choose. Okay, so it gives you the option of choosing the shape. Let me go back. I want to probably I want to say something. Let me use this quote or this shape, okay, to work with. All right, the next option we want to talk about is the fill icon or the fill. Okay, fill is the you see this any shape, okay, as any shape actually has an outline and then the fill. Okay, so the fill is the color that you see, the fill is the shape that you actually see, okay, and then the outline is the boundary around the shape. I think you'll be able to understand better later. Let me move on. And the opacity helps you to show how you want to see the design or the object. Okay, so you can either decrease or increase the opacity. So as you move it to the left, it will be decreased to the point you can't even see the image or the shape, and then to the right gives you the high opacity. Okay, and you can change the fill color. Let's say I want to change the color to this. Okay, to this, you can actually change the fill color. Okay, and the same color, we have a plus sign to it. Okay, let's say these are some of the default colors that you can use, but if you want to change the color, okay, you can just click on this plus sign right here. Okay, and then choose the color of your choice. You can choose the color of your choice, so any color that you want, you can actually choose the color of your choice. Okay, the same vein or in the same way, here we are going to talk about these two icons to the top. Okay, and then let me start even with the hashtag. We have some numbers here. Do you understand what you have to do? If you know the color code, okay, you know we have color codes. Okay, so if you know the color code, you can come to this side. I just click on this icon. You see the pen icon or the edit icon right here. If you know the color code, you can actually type in the color code here to edit the what do you call it, to edit the color. Okay, let me type in 0000 for you to see. Okay, and then let me just click on okay. You see the color it has given me. This is the color it has given me. So let me move it around. You could see the color code is changing. Okay, along it the color code changes. So if you know the color code, you can actually work from here to get the color that you want. Okay, and then the next one is pick color. This is the pick color. Just click on it. The pick color is in the such that, or in the sense that if you want you have any special color in the background, okay, that you want to pick color, you can pick the color from the background, okay, from the work that you're doing. So being used to the work, okay, and these are the various layers. Okay, so these are the various layers that you can pick the color from. You see, this is the color white, and this is actually the background color. So this is the color that you want to pick. Just click on it, and then click on the check mark here. Okay, as simple as that. So if you are okay with this color, just go on to it. And the next one is the gradient. Okay, so this is actually a gradient color. Okay, I have a lot of gradient colors here, right here. These are all default gradient colors that you can use if you don't want to stress yourself. But as a designer, you have to know how you can set or do gradient colors yourself. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can actually design or do gradient colors yourself. Okay, so again, just click on this check mark right here. Okay, and then we have two options here. I'm talking about the base. Okay, you have two options here. This is the first one, and then this is the second one. And if you critically look this color, you could see there are two variations of colors here, right here. If you look at, or if you keenly look at the middle, you can see a very light color, but if you look at the boundary of it, you can see the color is a bit darker. Okay, to change that, you can just click on color. This is color. Okay, you can either decrease or increase the darkness of that color, increase or decrease the darkness. So let me say I want to put it right here, and then just click on OK. You see the blackness or the darkness is increasing. Okay, you can change it right from here. Okay, and you can change the color right from here. So Pixellab has a lot of tools that you can master, and then pay attention to the base. Okay, the base actually gives you the opacity of the color. If I move it totally to the left, you see it means the color opacity is 0. Just click on OK, and you can see there's no color around the boundary of this shape. That's what it means. Okay, that's what it means. There's no color around the boundary of this shape. Do you understand? So these are some of the tools that you have to learn. Okay, and then you can change the how you want this to be filled. Okay, so you can just reflect it, making sure the boundary color is now in the middle, and then the one which was already in the middle is now the outline color. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, these are some of the various things, or some of the various tools that you can use. And then to select this, you can manually select, or you can use this arrows to guide you. And then you can use this as well to add or add points or delete points. Okay, so you can add the number of points that you want, a number of points that you want in your design, or you can delete the number of points in your design. Okay, in your gradient setting. Okay, depending on what you want to choose. But the two, they are always default. There's no way you can delete these two. Under no circumstance will you be able to delete these two. They are default. And if you move to the top, it gives you various fields of gradient. Okay, let me click on this for you to see. Okay, this is also different, this is different, this is different, this is different, this is different. Okay, so these are some of the options that you can choose from as a designer. Okay, as simple as that. If you are satisfied with this, just click on OK, and then go back to the project, and you can see the feel of this color. Okay, this is how it actually feels. Okay, so the next one we want to talk about is stroke. Okay, so the stroke is just like the outline I talk about, the outline of this design. Okay, so you can either increase the stroke size or decrease it. Okay, increase, decrease the stroke size. Okay, you can change the opacity of the stroke size. Okay, this is the opacity. You can change the opacity of the stroke, and then you can change the color as well. It helps. It works the same way as that of the color. You can change the gradient as well. Okay, and the next one is the tip of the shape. Okay, if you want a round corners, this is actually a round corner. Okay, if you want a round corner, this is what you want to use. And then we have a very thin corner, this is what you want to use. And a very bold corner, you got to use this one. Okay, so these are some of the options you can use as a designer. Okay, so know which one you want to use. The corners is just like where you see there's a break within the work. So at the tip here, you can see there's a break. That's where this actually shows. So as I'm moving, look carefully at the tip. You can see it's actually changing. Okay, and this is actually the blur radius. If you want to blur the work, you can use the blur radius to guide you. Okay, you can use the blur radius to guide you. All right, so let's move on. Let me go back to the defaults. Okay, I want this to be the defaults. Okay, I think before they talk about the delete, it actually deletes the work. You can go back, and this is the crop. I've already taken you through the crop tool as well. Okay, and the next one is copy. We've already discussed that one. We've already discussed the copy, and then to front to back, I already showed you that one too at the layer panel. I already showed you that one too at the layer panel. And this is the position tool. Okay, so we have the position tool and then the relative position tool. They are different. Okay, the relative position gives you exact. The intervals are exact. Okay, it gives you the exact intervals, but the position tool gives you this points. Okay, so it moves slowly this way. If you want to increase the distance at which it moves, you can just increase this. Okay, so make sure it's moving at that distance. Okay, at that speed. So this is actually the speed that you can increase. Okay, so at the one point you see it's moving, but it's moving at a slower rate. Okay, so if you want to move your work, this is an option which is going to help you. Do you understand? All right, and then the relative position, I guess I've already taken you through that one as well. Okay, and then the relative size, I also took you through. You can size your work. All right, so the next thing we are moving on is the color. color. I think let me explain this one as well, but I'm not going deeper into it because we've already talked about color a bit. Okay, so this color, you can change the color, you can use the gradient color, like all these stuffs are here. I think we've already talked about that one. Okay, all right, and the next one is texture. Let me click on texture for you to see texture. Before you can use a texture, let's say you have a texture you want to use in your work, just go to gallery. Okay, just click on this icon. Okay, send you straight to your gallery, and then let's say I have this texture, I want to probably use this as my texture. Okay, let me say this one, I want to use this as my texture. You see, it's not being shown here. Do you understand? So what's the problem? Let me show you the problem. The problem is you have to disable the color. You have to disable the color before you're able to see the texture. Do you understand? Because if you've already added the color, how do you want to add a texture? So you have to disable the color, and then you can see your texture right in the color. So you have to bear that in mind. That's how it actually works. And then opacity, you can either decrease or increase opacity. And then if you have a shadow at the background, you have the option of affecting the opacity, affecting the shadow or not. Do you understand? I think we'll get there. I'll get back to this side and then show you how the shadow also works with the opacity. All right, the next one is color filters. Okay, we have various color filters that you can use. We have the hue, we have the saturation, we have the brightness and contrast. It gives you the option of actually editing your work. So this is actually the difference between Pixellab and that of Textone. Okay, so this is the difference. The color filter makes the Pixellab a bit unique from that of the Textone. Okay, because you have the option of editing your work. Okay, right from here, the hue and the saturation. It's actually not showing, but you can see the brightness. You can decrease it and then increase it. You are not going to actually feel the texture being edited. It's only the shape that's being edited. You understand? So you have to be careful how you use the texture. Okay, so you can actually use the color filter to help you in your design. Okay, it gives you the option of editing any image that you add. Okay, the stroke, you can come here to add a default stroke. You can increase the stroke size, as I showed you earlier. You can add a stroke right from here in your work. Okay, as simple as that. And the next one we want to talk about is eraser. So if you want to erase any part of your work, the eraser is going to help you. This gives you the size of the eraser. Okay, so it gives you the size, or you can actually decrease the size this way. Okay, and then the feel of the pen or the size of the distance, you can make the edges very smooth. Okay, you can use that one as well. See, that's a feel, and this actually gives you an extension to the delete. Okay, so you can just stand here, your finger can just be here, and then be using the eraser tool. Do you understand? So this is the eraser tool, as simple as that. And the next one gives you certain shapes. Okay, let's say I want this shape. Okay, it's going to cut within the shape. Okay, so it's going to, you can cut outside or you can cut inside. Okay, as simple as that. You can cut outside or you can cut inside. And then the circular shape as well, you can use that one. And then here you can zoom in or zoom out as well. Okay, zoom in or zoom out as well. You understand? And then the undo button, you can just undo whatever you did. You can just undo whatever you did. Okay, and then just go back. When you are done, you can just click on the check mark. Okay, as simple as that. And then the mask tool. The mask tool, this is really important, and the mask is one of the difficult tools to use in design. Okay, whether being Photoshop, Illustrator or Pixellab, but if you're able to grasp the concept, it's going to help you. In so doing, I'm going to do I'll make a special video on this mask tool to take you guys through, but let's learn about the basics. Okay, just enable the mask tool. The mask tool is just going to mask or cut any part in which each shape is being added to the shape. Okay, so that's how the mask tool works. And the funny thing is, you can either cut in or cut out. So where the shape is, it has really cut in, but what if I want to cut out? Let me click on the out. You see, it has cut outside the mask tool. it has cut outside the mask tool. That's how that one actually works. So you have the cutting or the cutout, okay, and you have the option of adding mask tools. Okay, so this is the plus icon. You can add the number of mask tools that you want, and then the minus actually subtracts or deletes the mask. Okay, and the next one is you can copy the mask as well to the number you want. You can copy, and then this the selection tool. Okay, so you see how it's moving. You can either select this one, select the other one, select the other one. So look at the number in the middle. You see when I move to the right, the number changes. That's the selection tool. It actually select the mask tool. You can delete it right from here. And if you want to edit the mask, you select here. You select the first one. Okay, select the first section. You can move the mask around. Okay, here you can actually edit the mask this way. Okay, but the next one actually moves the mask. Okay, if you select it, you can move the mask around. Okay, you can actually move the mask around. You can move it around to any part that you want. Okay, and then gives this delete points from the mask. It actually delete points from the mask. Okay, so you can see you have various points. This actually delete the points, and this is the scale of the mask. Okay, it gives you the option of scaling the mask, so you can either scale it up or scale it down, scale it up or scale it down. Okay, so you have to also master that one as well. Okay, so just click on okay if you are done with it, and this is the rotation. Okay, so you can rotate the mask around, you can rotate it around. So that's the rotation, and that's how it actually works. Okay, all right, so let's move on. If you are done, so when you are done, just click on the check mark and your shape is going to be cut. Okay, so that's how the mask tool also works. Okay, and then erase color. Let me explain erase color for you. Okay, I want to use different shape to actually explain erase color. Let me draw a rectangle. Okay, and let me change the color to black. Okay, I want to change the color to black. Okay, this way, and then let me add another shape, this one ellipse. Okay, and then let me put that one exactly in the middle. Okay, let me use the relative position tool to position this one exactly in the middle, and then let me use the same to position this one as well. Okay, before you be able to use erase color, I want to make sure the center of the rectangle is being erased or deleted. Okay, so this is a trick on how to use that one. So just go on to your layer icon. Okay, and then just select this icon here to your base. This is the icon. Okay, so it gives you the option of selecting, deleting, editing your layer. Okay, so just select the first one and then the second one. Okay, so this way, and then click on the one in the middle. That's a merge icon. Okay, just click on that one. And are you sure you want to merge the selected objects? Yes, I want to merge the two. Just click on okay when you are done with that. Okay, so when you are done with this, just go on to the erase color. Come to the erase color, so this way, and then enable erase color. You could see the background, you can see the middle is being erased. That's where we have the circular shape is being erased. And then you can increase the tolerance rate to 100. You can increase the tolerance rate to 70, and then you can increase the smoothness, or you can increase or decrease the smoothness as well. Okay, so that's how erase color works. That's how it actually works. Okay, so you can work with that. All right, let me delete this. Let's continue. The next thing we want to talk about is rotate. So you can rotate your shape around. Okay, so that's the rotate. I want us to really move fast. And then this is the 3D rotate. It gives you the difference between the rotate and then the 3D rotation is it gives you option of rotating in the X axis and then the Y axis, in the sense that vertically and horizontally you can rotate your work. Okay, the rotation gives you one option of rotating the work, but this actually you can rotate in the X axis and you can also rotate in the Y axis. This is what I mean. Let me rotate in the X axis for you to see. You see the rotation, how it works in the X axis. Yes, this is the rotation, and look at the Y axis. You see, That's how the rotation works. Okay, so this is actually 3D rotation that you can use depending on the kind of project that you want to do. You can use the 3D rotation to guide you. All right, and then let's move on to the 3D shape. Okay, enable it, and then it gives you 3D shape. Okay, you are going to, I think some people are actually having issue with the 3D shapes. Those using Android version, I think 10, 11, 12. I'm using Android version 13, so I'm not having this issue. I was using Android version 12, I think 3 months ago. I was having the issue, and I upgraded it to 13, and the issue is not actually showing again. I think it's actually, the problem is from the version of the phone. Okay, so if you're having this issue, the best option is to use the test tune. Okay, I'm going to do a special video on this, but then I already have some videos I've made already, so I will leave the link in the description for you to check it out. Okay, so you can check that one out. Okay, if you are using test tune, okay, to guide you, so don't worry. I think well, let's continue. I will discuss that one later. Okay, so it gives you the option of this is the 3D shape. It gives you the option of either perspective that you want or oblique. Okay, so this is the perspective. The first one is the perspective, and this is the oblique. Okay, you can increase the depth. Okay, you can increase or decrease the depth. Okay, and then you can change the color. You have the option of selecting the auto or gradient. You can choose color of your choice. Okay, any color that you want. You can as well choose a gradient. It depends on what you want to do. And the darkness, you can darken the color. Okay, it gives you the option of darkening the color. Okay, and then you have the oblique angle. What angle do you want the oblique to be? You can change the angle right from here. You can change the angle right from here. And then there's rotation. You can change the shape in the this is actually the Z axis. Okay, you can change the rotation of the shape. And then the light angle, you can change the light angle. You could see there's a light, you can't actually see it right from here, but there's always light because this is actually 3D. There's always light on the shape. Okay, you can change the light angle right from here. Okay, and then you can change the intensity, the shadow of the 3D shape. You can change the specular hardness. These are some of the editings that you can actually use in your design. Okay, they are all there to help you. And then you have perspective. Okay, perspective in the sense that you want to make sure or want to have the feel of your shape in a perspective manner. This is actually going to help you. Let's say I want this perspective, let me enable it. Okay, you can see how the shape has turned into. You see, that's actually how perspective works. This is how actually perspective works. So it's also there to guide you. Okay, so that's how perspective works. And then let me disable the 3D shape. Okay, let me actually even go back. I want to go back with even the 3D rotation. Okay, I want this one. And then let me talk about the shadow. Let me apply the shadow. Okay, enable. Okay, you can change the shadow color, any color that you want. You can change it right from here. You can change the blur radius. You can offset. Okay, it depends on where you want to put the shadow. You can use the offset to position your shadow nicely right from here. Okay, so this is how we go about shadow. But I'll prepare a video on how you can specially use the shadow, or how you can specially prepare a shadow. We normally this shadow don't really gives you the feel you normally want. Okay, because this is actually, there's no shadow which is really deeper like this. If you want your shadow to be a bit professional, we have a way of doing that. I will prepare a special video on that one for you to actually grasp the concept. Okay, and then we have inner shadow. If you want an inner shadow, you can use the inner shadow as well. Okay, you can increase the blur radius, you can offset as well. So all these are there to help you. And then we have the emboss. Okay, you have the emboss. You can emboss your work. Okay, the emboss gives you that feel of your work being shiny at certain parts. See, you can either decrease or increase the intensity of the emboss, and then you can change the ambient angle, like all those things. Okay, you can change the ambient angle, can change the specular hardness, and then that of the bevel. All right, so it's also there to guide you. All right, so we're also done with these tools right here. This actually the same as, let's say I want to edit text. It actually works the same. Okay, instead of click on this icon, you are rather going to click on this icon, the text icon, and it gives you the option of editing the text. Okay, you have the 3D shadow, the 3D the reflection, the 3D text. Okay, what I'm going to talk about is only the reflection. Okay, it gives the option of reflecting your text. Okay, so you could either increase or decrease the vertical offset. Okay, so you could see your text is being reflected, so it gives you the option of reflecting your text. Okay, and then you have the 3D shadow, okay, this is actually 3D text and this 3D shadow. Okay, it gives you that 3D shadow. So this is really the difference between the text and the shape, editing the text and the shape. Okay, all right, so we are going to moving forward, we are going to talk about some of the styles here. Before we talk about shapes, I'm going to talk about the stickers a bit and the import. Before they done that, the draw, and then you continue from there. So let's move on. Let's talk about the stickers. All right, so just click on the sticker. Okay, we have various stickers there you can choose from. Okay, we have the pro stickers. Okay, you have to pay for the premium before you can use that one. It has actually stopped the Pixellab. Okay, so you have to be careful. You have to use the pro version before you'll be able to use that sticker. Okay, so don't worry yourself about that one, but you can use the basic subscription to actually use some of these stickers. Okay, so you have various stickers here that you can use, and what you normally use is the light sticker, but it's gone. The light sticker is gone, so let me go back. Okay, to use that one, because it's not part of the default stickers, the moment you select stickers, that's the first option that comes. You see this light color. Okay, to retain this light color, the moment you click on this check mark right here, is going to, you're not going to see it. Let me try click on the check mark for you to see. You see this is the light effect. Okay, let me click on the check mark for you to see, and you see it's gone. You can't actually find it, but I even click on the check mark. So what you have to do is to retain this color if you want it in your design. After selecting it this way, what you have to do is to select or click in any part of the background. So this way, I click here, and then you can see the sticker or the light effect is still right here, and then you can go ahead and edit it. You can change the color, everything right from here. You can use gradient color and then all that. Okay, that's how we go about it. Okay, so that's for sticker. And the draw tool, you have anything special you want to draw, you can use the draw tool to guide you. Okay, this is the draw tool. If you want anything special, you can use the draw tool, and you have the option of increasing the pen size, okay, or decreasing it. Okay, so they are all there to guide you, as simple as that. And then you have the smoothness. If you want it to be very smooth, you can use the smooth option, or you want it to be rough, you can use the smooth to guide you. And then as you are drawing, you don't want to fill inside. Okay, so as I draw, it's going to be filled. As I draw, it's going to be filled. As I draw, it's going to be filled. Dash lines, as I draw, you're going to get dash lines. As I draw, you are getting dash lines. Do you understand? Neon effect, as I draw, you're getting neon effect. As I draw, you're getting neon effect. Do you understand? The blur radius, you can increase it. As I draw, you're getting the blur radius. As simple as that. Do you understand? So that's how that one to actually works. You can go ahead, and then when you are done, you can just click on the check mark. Okay, you can rotate and then undo it. You can delete whatever you want to do. Okay, you can edit the pen tool right from here. Okay, so I don't want this, just click on the delete. All right, and then we've already talked about shapes. We've already talked about the bezier tool. I think we've already talked about it. Okay, we'll go more in detail into it probably later. Okay, I'll do a special video on the bezier tool to take you guys through. And then the arrow tool, if you want a special arrow, you can use the arrow tool to guide you. We have various options here that you can use. Just take your time to learn them. Okay, we have various options here that you can actually use. So that's the arrow tool. All right, so let me come on to this side. I've already taken it to this, your project icon. All your projects you've done, you're going to find it right here. Okay, this is a PLP file. We'll talk about that one later. I'll do a special video on the PLP file for you to get a concept. And then this actually
how you want to sort your project. Do you want the date ascending, date descending, like all those things, name ascending and all those stuff. Okay, so that's it. And then this actually some of the default backgrounds that you can use in your design. So this is a default background. You can use this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, so these are some of the backgrounds that you can use your design. But as a designer, you normally want us to come up with our own designs or our own backgrounds. Okay, these things are not really going to make your design very creative. You understand? Okay, and then this is the shape. I think before they talk about it, and then I will do a very special video about the stars. Okay, I will do a special video about how the star works. All right, and then this one is actually for the background. Anything here is actually for the background. Okay, so you can change the background color, all these things. Okay, so anything you see here, transparent, all the stuff you see here is for the background. You can change the image size as I took you to earlier. You can import image to be used for the background and all those stuff. Okay, and the next one is if you want to edit the background, you can rotate the background. This is actually a square, so you can't see the rotation, but you can rotate the background. Let me change the image size for for you to understand what I mean. Let me say this 5,000. Okay, and then go to this one, rotation, and you can see the background is being rotated. Okay, let me go back. Okay, that's how it was. The vignette, this is how it feels. If you want this feel at your background, you're going to use this. Okay, that's the vignette. We have a noise. If you want a noise in your design, you can, or at your background, you can use this to guide you or help you. You have the stripes. You want stripes in your design, that's the stripes. Brightness, how bright you want your background to be, you can adjust it right from here. We have the contrast, we have the hue, and then we have the saturation. So as simple as that. You've exhausted Pixellab. I'm tired already. This is I think it's really engaging, and I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Just take your time, okay, follow it through, and then step by step you'll be able to grasp all the concepts. If you're a beginner, this might feel it's a bit challenging, but as I've taken my time to explain things to you, just take your time. If you are able to even write some points down, I think it's really going to help you. Okay, so just take your time and then become a great graphic designer. I want to actually see you at the top. Okay, I'm here to guide you, take you through some of the designs, how to become a good graphic designer. Okay, and if you find this content, you find this video very useful, give this video a like, okay, and then subscribe to this channel so that you'll be able to it's actually motivates us to improve the work that we are actually doing here. Thank you very much, guys, and then I hope to see you in my next upload. Sign out.